This is going to be painful. For those of you who don't know, trophy hunting sucks, and so does being an achievement whore, because of developers like the idiots from Capcom who feel everybody's dying wish is to pump hours upon hours into a single game so they can get the platinum trophy or the I don't know what the achievement is for Xbox, but the platinum achievement for Xbox, just so they can keep their their game catalog nice and tidy, yeah, it sucks. It sucks far worse than I could have imagined. Just to paint the picture, sort of set the stage, I just logged in. I have 427 hours logged. I am not proud to admit that. It is unsettling, just because I usually don't tend to put that many hours into a single game. Just to give you an idea, I had set the game down because I felt like I kind of, played it out to my liking. It was at 296 hours. And just to give you a reference point, 480 hours would be 20 days logged in the game, and 296 was just over 12 days. So I've basically been trophy hunting for 8 24-hour period lengths of time. Like, those are 8 full freaking days that I will never get back from my life, and I am not too thrilled about that. But besides that, I will show you what we're working with here. I'll show you one of two ways, actually. So I'll go into my hunter's notes. Alright, this is as everything stands, just logging in at 427 hours. And the trophies I'm going for, I did not mention that, but it is in the title description, is the giant crown master and the miniature crown master. And if you can see there, underneath that Jargus little depiction, there is hunted, which is 30, captured in parentheses, which is 2, and smallest right underneath that. You can see there's no crown next to it, because largest there is a crown, but that's a silver crown, so that does not count. That's to give you the layout and what you're looking for, and kind of as I scroll through this, one of two ways. So there's Kulu, so I have a giant gold crown for him. Nothing there, doesn't count. Puke. Bareth, I've got the small. Again, silver doesn't count. And I believe you can only get gold crowns in the smallest category. They don't give out silvers, but I might prove myself wrong scrolling through these. But as far as I know, you only get gold crowns for miniature monsters. Now, I hope the audio is working on this. I did do a video yesterday where I realized I had turned my mic down a ways back, and I didn't realize that, so you could just hear me like a little mouse in the corner in the microphone, and the rest of the video was subpar at best, so I deleted it. You're welcome. Alright, Geritodus, okay. I don't think I have any monster actually complete, but if you look at my numbers for 427 hours in, granted, okay, for my argument, I didn't have access to online, so I had to grind for the 100 online session trophy, as well as the 500 hunt 500 large monsters. And that added some unnecessary time, because if I would have been playing online from the get-go, I would have already been caught up, and then probably had more monsters slain, because you work with other people. However, that can ruin your experience. From what I've, kind of run into, is that I don't know I do know PlayStation servers are not the best for keeping out the modders and, you know, people who can exploit the game and all that. So there are quite a handful of people who are level 999 high rank or hunter rank, and also level 999 master rank. And when those guys join, you know, they've got nothing better to do than to basically, you know, wipe the floor with the monster that you're trying to hunt. But if you're grinding, oh, look at there, Valhazak is taken care of. I actually don't mind hunting him, so I'm a little disappointed about that. But as you can see, 29 hunted, 29 times I slayed that mob, and I have both crowns for him. So there are a handful of theories online. Nobody has anything in concrete. Everything is speculation. But yeah, that was the only monster I had both trophies for. So yeah, everything's speculation. I've already tried quite a few of the theories, and I haven't found anything to really work. I just actually, this was my most recent crown, this silver one, because I was grinding for the Jargus. I didn't look to see how many times I had run an investigation before to after to see where I got the crown. But I'm going to test a few theories of my own here and see what results I can yield from that. But from what everybody says online, you need an investigation, and they say obviously it needs to be high rank, but there's also people who say rank doesn't matter because size of the monster it's not dependent upon which rank you're playing. It's all pretty much luck. So it needs to be an investigation, high rank, and it needs to have at least one silver reward and one gold reward. Now, some people say that's all you need, and then others go a step further and say then you need like upsurge of bone piles or like gathering points, and then you also need like stipulations like 1 feint or 2 feints, a shortened time limit. I believe the shortest you can actually get is 15 minutes, but default I believe is 50 minutes, so you can get like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I believe, something like that. But yeah, there's just a plethora of freaking people trying and grinding their crying eyes out trying to get this trophy, and I'm winding down in my final hours of trying to do this, because if I don't find a surefire way, I am so far away from getting this that I don't want to be that guy who has over 1,000 hours in this game. I'm actually 480 is like my cutoff. I'm not putting in over 20 hours on this game, or excuse me, 20 days on this game. But here's the other way you can check it. It's in your guild card. Unfortunately, you can't check your guild card when you're out on missions, but it gives you a little easier view. You can see the miniature crowns are right underneath the monster's name next to the picture, and then obviously the large crown is easy to pick out there. And yeah, as far as I know, you only need crowns up to Valhazak. But don't quote me, because I do not know, because apparently hardly anybody knows how to get this trophy, and the few that did were probably like, oh crap, I have that trophy. I could platinum the game. Alright. This, to reiterate, is going to be dreadfully painful. Okay, I do not favor captures, so I will stay away from those. Alright, who's off the table? Valhazak. I can get rid of him. Okay. I have 4 pages of investigations. Alright, this is not going to be fun. Alright. Do I have any easy monsters? No golds. Oh, okay, here's another thing. They also said hunting multiple monsters increases your odds. I don't know what that means. If it means that you could get multiple trophies because there's 3 different monsters, or if, like, it's going to increase the odds of only one monster being a miniature or a giant. But, again, not too many people know what they're talking about, because not too many people are happy with Capcom for putting this in here. Hey, I'll capture that just because it's a low rank and it's got 2 of each, so I can test that theory. Another capture. Well, I pretty much have the Great Jargus taken care of. Okay, so the failure conditions on this, that's an increased number. You can fate 5 times. Normally it's 3. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but I'm sure I will find out. Now, I have to confess, I only watched one video online because I read a whole bunch of posts and everything from people who supposedly know what they were doing, but I wanted to see it firsthand to see if anybody had actually made a video. And first thing the guy comes out saying is he wished he hadn't tried in the first place, which does not, you know, it doesn't bode too well for what I'm about to get into here. But he didn't divulge how many hours that he had in the game. All he showed was how many times he slayed and captured monsters, and the most I recall was Diablos, and he had 125 slays to get both crowns. And I think it was Toby, the Toby Kadachi. He had like 88 slays and then like 74 captures to get the crowns. And every monster was pretty much like that, but those were the 2 that really stuck out. And I mean, I didn't count all the monsters, but there's like, what, 6 pages of monsters, and there's probably like 8 per page. So there's like 40, 50 monsters in the game. And so you can pretty much do the math yourself, taking into account that I didn't start playing online right away. So yeah, I'm at a fraction of what that dude was at, and you know, he got them all. He got all the golds, the miniatures, and the giants. But I just don't see myself going that far. Oh look, somebody used a gourmet voucher. Okay, so some of the things I've been testing to no avail is this lucky cat. So when you use a gourmet voucher, the difference between using a voucher and a gourmet voucher, okay, a voucher will get you all of the food skills, but your health and stamina will always differ depending on what meal you're going to get. With the gourmet voucher, you always get 50 health, 50 stamina, 20 palico, and you get the food skills. I don't know if they last longer with the gourmet voucher, but this is what I've been trying so far as the lucky cat. And like I said, I have not received any crowns as of yet, but I have a theory that I have on the back burner, and I want to put it into full effect to see if I can unlock the secret to getting this trophy. For the record though, I only need 1 more miniature crown to get the crown collector, and that's actually what I'm going for. You need 10 or more miniature gold crowns, and for the giant crown collector you need 10 or more giant gold crowns. And I think I have 7 of those. So yeah, I couldn't be further away from getting the Crown Master trophy. That's why if I can't find the surefire way, that's a wrap. That's all, folks. in the words of the wise. Okay, I've also tried leaving my Palico behind. He always comes with you, like, on the quest and sits down at his little campsite, his little Santa bag. I tried to leave him in my room, but he comes with you no matter what, and then he just sits there like a good boy. What else have I tried? Oh yes, I've tried not eating anything, like not giving any assistance from the game, like additional assistance. So whatever gear you don't bring with you, I've tried without taking any items from the item chest that's sitting right inside camp there, where like it gives you items, the easy items. And again, that didn't seem to really do much for me. And my fault for these long hunts. I know this one's a low rank, and I forgot that. Okay, good thing he doesn't see me. I forgot this was a capture. Oh, somebody actually went as far as to say in their guide, so you want to make a build that's easy to slay monsters really fast. Oh, wow. That guy, he's a genius. If he took the IQ test, it would be off the charts. Because who would ever think of that? I mean, I don't know. I am just baffled. If sarcasm isn't your second language, I apologize. But I have one loadout where I still need a few more decorations. I have to face myself here. Remember, this is just a 2-star loadout. Oh my god, I thought I slayed it. Okay, what's your health at there, buddy? Oh, he went down a little bit. Okay. Throwing it down there. Oh goodness. Alright. Squirming some more. Okay, alright, let's see if I heard him enough. Trap ready. You gonna limp away there yet? Oh, he's still in. Oh, hey. Down, boy. This is dicey. Oh, I missed that one. I didn't miss without one. I don't know. Alright, I'll just attack him with my bug. Get him, bug. Away. Oh. I suppose I could key you in on the insect glaive, in case you've never used it. And that was one thing I was going to apologize for with these long hunts. I know there are some weapons that are just like tank the frig out, but oh, come on. He's supposed to run away at some point. But I just have so much time and resources poured into this insect glaive that I've made my loadout to where obviously I can accidentally slay something without intending to with my little bug. But I do have a loadout in the works where on high rank I can pretty much do tempered monsters in under like 5 minutes. So, and that's another thing. This is all jumbled all over the place, but another recommendation online was to not do tempered monster investigations, not because you can't get crowns, but because tempered monsters tend to take more time and effort. So to each their own on that. Okay, I'm not going to do that one again just yet. But yeah, I have a loadout that I need a couple decorations for. And then I will be golden. Because I already have one that's slightly decent. I just need one with more blast attack. Okay, not doing that. That's a low rank. Oh, at least it's hunting all of them, so I can do that one. So the reason I reported back to camp instead of going to HQ or anything is because obviously I'm testing another theory. One person said their top suggestion was for you to pick one investigation and run through it all 3 times back to back to back, but reporting to camp every single time, coupled with there needing to be at least 1 gold and 1 silver reward. So that one thing is the recurring. Everyone always says you need at least 1 silver and 1 gold, and I've only seen it once where somebody said that having the bronze and gold, even if there's 2 of each, doesn't do anything. Actually, as they put it, they don't recall ever being successful when they ran those. So they never really paid attention. And that's a lot of what people who have this trophy kind of fall into, is that so many hours need to be dumped into this game to get that, because there is no cheese for this, you know? You can have the double cheeseburger, but you don't get cheese. So you just get the crappy pickles and the fake mustard and ketchup, but there is no cheese for it. Alright, now this guy is going down. But yeah, that is the one constant that everybody's... It's almost the first thing they say about this, is they had to put so many hours in all this and that, and slay so many monsters, do so many investigations. Now, one I read, oh, see how easy that was? One I read actually said that there are events. I don't need to carve, what am I doing? There are events that cycle through weekly where, now I'm not entirely sure if the event is to get a trophy or a crown monster, or if it increases the likelihood, but they said that there are events that, you know, circulate through where your odds are increased, I guess is what I took from it. And that's one thing, if you haven't burnt yourself out on the game and, you know, you're starting out early on this, I would say pace yourself, because the one thing that person had to say was just follow the weekly cycle from Capcom, and I think it's on their website or whatever, and just keep your own little catalog of what monsters you need to hunt, which crowns for, and then hold out until your week arrives, and then pop the game back in, play it for a couple days, see if you get crowns, and, you know, if the platinum is really that important to you. But that was the one that I read where the person really seemed to have a thorough, like, understanding of what people's time really amounts to. You know, do you want to spend another 8 hours grinding for a trophy? Or do you... I keep saying hours because it's too much to take in that you're literally pumping days into this game. Like 24-hour periods, full on freaking days. Get over here, bug. So freaking taking on that guy. Do I have you guys? Hey, 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 hey. Get yourself down. I really didn't need to do that. I probably just made this hunt longer than it needed to be, but, yeah. Wait for me! So anyways, back to it. Yeah, they that's the one guy who really kind of, I felt, understood what it meant to grind for these crowns. So that's your best bet, the safest bet, so that you don't wear yourself out in the game and lose hours and get close and not be able to get it. Hey, where he's at. But I'm sitting on my own theory right now. I'm not going to divulge it just yet because I really hope it works. Another thing I had tried was, even in high rank, to not card anything from the monsters. Granted, I don't need to anyways, but I thought maybe if you didn't take from the game, it would be good for you, but that didn't work. Getting away yet, buddy. I believe the only monsters that trick does not work on is can fly. Just because I remember being able to do it to Kushala, but there was an event recently where he was tempered and he didn't fall out of the sky when we blinded him. Hey, he's coming right to me. Right. I suppose I can go cut them off, make this a little faster. He's confused. He's like, what just hit me? What's up there? Yeah. So the other weapon I chose to use just for expeditions was the dual blades. And there's few people that actually use the inside blade. I'm surprised there aren't more. Like, I know there might be some weapons that do just, like, retarded amounts of damage, but the insect blade is one of the few weapons that let you go airborne so that you can, you know, get on the monster's back and then knock them down. So, I actually lucked out with picking this. Because I tried the cannon, or like the crossbow, and, you move so slow with that thing, and it's not versatile at all because you have to stay grounded. I know some people out there might have mastered it and all this, but for like a person who doesn't know like the cheeses and all that, the insect glaive it's up there. not very many people use it. They all favor the longsword and the switch axe. Oh my god, the switch axe. I think it's a switch axe. It's so freaking annoying because the attacks always knock your character off balance when you're like all going, you know, crazy on a monster when it's on the ground. And it's just I mean, oh my god. It's the most annoying thing. Okay, moment of truth. That took 8 minutes. Alright, this is a low rank, remember? Multiple monsters, low rank, 2 gold, 1 silver reward, 1 bronze. But I'm going to return to camp and try all 3 again. So I'm probably going to do this. Then I'm going to try... I don't know if I want to try that low rank capture again. Because I'm probably just going to keep running into the same... Maybe I'll try it one more time very carefully just because it doesn't take that much time.
We're on the hunt.
Okay. Oh, come on. There's 5 tries to this? Hell no. I ain't doing that. Alright, I'll try this again. Alright, this time when his health almost flatlines, I'm gonna tone it down a lot and just wait for him to run away and see if he's limping. Because if low rank doesn't matter, I don't really need to eat. I might as well just keep the experiment going. So if you just eat without using any sort of a voucher, it's always random what food skills are going to activate, and I didn't get any that time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on now. Why didn't you guys remind me? What the frig? Oh, that's right, because nobody's watching. What? It's called the supply box. That's where the stuff is. Let's see, what else did I try? Tried leaving my palico behind. Tried not eating. Not in real life, that's never a good thing. I tried the lucky cat, which I'm not really trying that right now. I'm just... Oh my god, he's still happy. He's so happy. I get the ring for him. I've tried not taking items from the supply box, just bringing my own. I tried not carving the monsters. I have tried pretty much everything except for the one that I'm sitting. And I will do that probably as my last resort before doing it again. There's the decoration that increases your drain ability, but I don't think it works because... Oh, he's limping, okay. Hey, come here. Come on. Hey! One more. Gotcha. So yeah, the drain ability, it says it's the ability to drain, you know, or to exhaust a monster, but you would think that translates to calming down a monster when they become enraged, but that does not work. And I wish they had something to do that. Like if you blind them with the flash fly or something, you just gotta tough it out. 2 minutes. 2 silver, 2 gold, low rank, level 2. It was a capture. No crown. Okay, I'll run through that one more time. Kind of like the ultimate deterrent from this is that, like I said, I can only speculate that there's only gold crowns for miniature monsters, but why on earth would they make a silver crown for the giant, like the largest monster, and a gold crown, and then make the trophy that you need all gold crowns? Because it's an unofficial guide, but because there's no way to actually measure a monster in the game. I thought maybe you could use the binoculars. I haven't actually tried that, but nobody's ever brought it up, so I'm assuming you can't. So what they do is they set down an electric trap, and then they'll stand next to like the hind leg or the shoulder of the monster, but they'll do it for every single monster the same way. And then they will base that off of some other video they've seen someone post where they got like the large crown or the miniature crown, and they'll see if the monster, because apparently they're visibly different. I've never paid attention. I've just kind of mashed buttons and, you know, insect glaved away. But apparently they are visibly larger or smaller. I just ain't got the time for that, you know. I do like trophies. I am a trophy hunter, but there is a point where I will draw a line in the sand and go further than this. Because some of these developers, man, they just... See, when I first picked up this game, I thought hunting 500 monsters was just this daunting task. And I was like, hell to the no. There is no way I'm going to do that. Because I was just doing the math as I was adding it up. Because when you start out in the game, you are a fly compared to these monsters. Like, you're just, like, you might as well be throwing popcorn at them because you're not doing any amount of damage. Every hunt is like 30 minutes long. Granted, that's without DLC and online and all that, you know, fancy stuff. But, yeah, I was just doing the math and I'm like, oh, hell no. But I recently posted a video of me taking on a tempered Rathalos, or Raytheon, I think it was. And I think it was under 4 minutes that I finished that, and it was in one area. Because normally when you wound them enough, they try to run away and go to their nesting ground and sleep for a little bit, catch some Z's before they, you know, bite the dust. But, you know, with that flash bug technique, you're able to knock them out of the sky. And so when I picked the game back up, that was only when the trophy for 500 monsters actually became tangible to do, because I also needed 100 online sessions, multiplayer sessions. Okay, slow down. Alright, let's see here. See what we're working with here. Ugh, I tell you what, some of these monsters is very difficult to watch. Oop, oh, I am playing with fire. Christmas! Cat, quit that. I should have left him behind. Alright, there we go. Which way are you going, buddy? Okay, he's not limping yet. But... oh, now he is. Okay, that's weird. He must have tripped over something there. You stub your toe, big guy? Will you let me get by you? Thank you. Okay, he usually comes over here to sleep, so I'll set this little ditty right here. 2 for 3, not bad. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. Somebody may be, but not me. I'm being hunted. Wow! Oh, you're scary. I mean, I just killed this big one, but... Oh. Woohoo! I had a little hitch there in the quest complete. Maybe something popped. We'll see. Okay, 3 minutes. No crown. Okay, so I can rule that out. I will rule out the capture low rank. I will try one more of that triple monster, the triple threat, just because it doesn't take that long. And I can actually use the loadout that I have designed for this trophy hunt. Not the one that I need direct decorations for, because that's the only thing that really keeps me like invested in the game, is knowing that there's still something to look forward to. So that's the one thing that's sort of keeping me interested in the game. Because once I get that loadout, man, I'll be able to mow them down, but I'll probably only be able to do that for a little while longer. See, I didn't use a voucher. Now this is outlined in gold, so maybe if you eat something enough times, you get better at consuming it? I don't know, I've never had that before. I'll quit looking through those binoculars like you're doing something. You don't do anything. You just hold a book. Okay, yeah, I'll do this. Because I think, yeah, I may need a cure in one, but this will be the last low rank that I do. So yeah, I actually only need the Crown Collector trophies, and then 50 arena quests. I'm at 20 right now, but I'm seeing, obviously, if I can figure this out, because if I can't, then this game is going to go in the donation pile. I mean, there may be a point in time where it might feel like it's time to pick the game back up and play it again, but I highly doubt that. The only game I ever really had that with was Oblivion, like, in the only single game title, because over the years I've obviously put, you know, lots of hours into like game franchises, but a single title, Oblivion was probably my worst. And I think I had like 800 hours in that game. Yeah, not to be mistaken with Skyrim. I didn't make the sacrifice for that one. I was like, yeah, I don't think I can afford to. So, I've only played the surface of Skyrim because I knew. I was like, if they ever come out with a sequel to this, I have to now get it. Okay, who's next on my list? Nope. I hate these little things. Oh, he's coming in for a landing. Alright. I guess I'll use my tracker skills, since those Jargos think they're so big and tough. Ooh, need more flash flies. Not to be confused with flash floods. Although I did hit that Rathlos with a flash flood last time. Oh, come on, guy. Pick it up. Pick where you're going and land there. Okay, it's probably gonna be up there. You ever feel like there's that one, like, complete dick on developer teams that is like, oh, I'm gonna get those gamers good. Oh yeah, we're gonna take this great product and I'm gonna add this little spice to it when nobody's looking, and then it'll get released and nobody can say anything about it because, oh my goodness, this is unfortunate. But yeah, there's always that one dick who just has the corner cubicle and nobody knows his name, and he's like, I'm gonna put this trophy in here. Nobody's gonna be any wiser to it, and people are gonna hate me but not know who it is. We all know the guy. We know. Okay, now you're going up to your perch? Come on, bro. The one person I hate more than that one guy in the corner cubicle was the guy in the other corner who said, well, when they're hunting a single specific monster in an investigation, we're going to have pre-coursed hunters or monsters in the map as well that will always cross paths with the monster you're hunting. So you'll have to fight two monsters at one point in time. For every single investigation, you'll at least have to fight two monsters, because he will find... I don't want to go for a swing this time. Get down. Oh, that's not how it works. Just saddle up, partner. And the monster who is like probably most well known for coming in and friggin' your shit up is Basil Geese. God, I hate that monster. You have no idea. The shriek that comes from his freaking mouth. I just want to rip my hair out every time because he just comes swooping in, because of course he can fly, and then he's got regenerating fire bricks that fall off of his butt, and he will ever so sneakily just swoop in, you won't even know he's there, and then you'll hear the freaking shriek, and it's like, oh my god, and he does it like 3 or 4 times every single time, I swear. He's like, I'm here, I'm here. In case you forgot, I am here. The other one is probably DeViljo. I don't know how you say it. That's why I make nicknames for these monsters. It's like, I understand you guys at Capcom are trying to be all creative and cool and stuff, but it's like, I just refer to Basil Geese as Beelzebub, or actually Beetlejuice sometimes. You're supposed to sound it out. Well, okay, if I sound it out, it's Basil Geese. But somebody will probably say, oh no, it's Basil Geese, or Bezelgeuse. This is not. Hey! Come on, bro. Out of flash flies, so I can't stop them. Of course, he's gonna fly around like he's on math. There's something really hurt the Kulu Yaku, because he's almost flatline. Oh wait, I think the game just didn't update. Well, at least I cut him off this time and I didn't have to play guess where the monster's gonna land. Watch, it's gonna be one hit. Oh no. So many times I've had that happen. Oh, he's got some pep left in him. That is why I need a blast loadout. I have my attack maxed out with this one, but I don't have anything to increase the blast. No, that's fine. I will say this though, minus the grueling trophies, the like unrealistic and impractical in all sense of the words, this game is actually really fun. So if you aren't obsessed with the trophy completion and all that stuff, the only reason it bothers me is because frickin' Sony and Microsoft still haven't come up with a way for you to delete games that you don't want in your, you know, your gaming portfolio anymore. Like, you played it and got the first trophy because it's like, congratulations, you completed the tutorial. But then you realize the game is just straight garbage, and you're like, I don't want to play this. But then you have 1% on your freaking game thing, and it's like, why can't I just get rid of that? You can only get rid of 0% games, but then developers started making trophies like very elementary, and it's like, oh, congratulations, you watched the first cutscene, and then you can't delete it. So that's the only reason that the trophy hunting and stuff bothers me so much, is like, you know, I'm a completionist, so it's like, even before trophies and achievements were a thing, the one game I can sort of use as a reference is Resident Evil 4 from PS2. Back before games had trophies and achievements, they always had secret unlocks that if you beat the game under, you know, with certain requirements, that you would unlock, you know, something extra or bonus that would get added to your inventory, or like infinite ammo, a new costume, a new area to the game, like a new level to the map, or whatever the case. There's always something to unlock. So for Resident Evil 4, I unlocked it all, and then some, you know. And the last thing I remember doing on that game was completing it 100% all the way through. Granted, I had to do a lot of saving and loading, but with 100% accuracy across the entire board. And that was when I was like, yeah, I am done with this game. But yeah, so I've always been a completionist, as I'm sure many of you have, and that's why those trophies hanging over your head that you haven't been able to complete really eat away at you, because it's like, what are the trophies there for? They're there to be gotten, right? Well, if you spent 1,000 hours in one game, you're not going to be able to play any other freaking games, because that's like, you know, that's a third of a year, you know? It's like 100 freaking days in the game. I did not get a crown for that, so I'm ruling low ranks out. Those are off the table. It doesn't mean that you may not be able to get crowns, but I've done 2 captures and 2 hunts with a combined total of 8 monsters, and I didn't get any crowns. So, I'm gonna rule it out. Again, I'm not saying it will not yield receiving a crown at the end. I'm just saying I'm done trying it. And I think it's safe to say also that I can pretty much rule out staying in camp increases your odds, but you do load in faster when you stay in camp. So you also do load in fast at the Gathering Hub too. That at least this way you're out in the elements. You are one with nature. You are Tarzan. Oh, dude, I just had a brilliant idea. If they did like a kind of like a themed event where like they put King Kong in the game and you got to hunt King Kong, that would be frickin', that would be badass. Or like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Yeah. Or a Velociraptor. Oh, hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. Okay, Puke. Of course, he's the only monster out of the 3 that are here that I don't have scout flies trained for. Alright, this is a high rank. It's only a 1 silver and 1 gold reward. But, let's see. For the Puke, I need both crowns. Okay, so the theory I'm testing on this one is obviously not returning to camp, or returning to HQ and staying in camp. But also, I'm going to run through all of these investigations. I think there was only 3, but if I double check and there's 5, then I'm not going to do that. But if there was only 3, I'm just gonna knock them out, all 3 right in a row, and see if that works. So, hunting is maxed out. Alright, he should be... No? Did he start moving? Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is. He's on my map! Hey, come here. So if you ever, I don't know, I mean, if you frequent my videos and all that, and you ever wonder why I favor vanilla content, 9 times out of 10, it's because I picked the game up for free or for a reduced price or something like that. But also it's because I'm not a real fan of the money skimming that DLC is sort of built around. And a perfect example of that is the DLC monsters for this game. Granted, there are a few that have completely new models and everything, but because when you try to join SOSs and stuff and available quests, it'll show you if it's a master rank one, which is the DLC stuff, the Iceborne. But a lot of the monsters are just refurbished models, if you will, and like there's a gold Raytheon, and it's like, okay, cool. And I think there's a super shredder Nergigante, and you know, it's like, I understand the equipment and everything, like I've seen some of these guys and some of the damage that they have, but then again, it's like, you know, look at the damage that I have and the vanilla content with the monsters that come with this, and it's pretty much the same thing. It's just like, I can't play DLC monsters, so there would be no reason for me to have that crazy amount of damage. Although I was able to do the Behemoth temper. And if if you watch that video, it's me just running around like a chicken with its head cut off most of the time, using my bugs as damage, because it's like there is no way that someone with vanilla gear can take on that guy, even a group of people. I mean, unless you really know how to break the game, and there's a weapon out there that just, like, puts everything else to shame, I don't see how you can do it. I mean, where did this guy come from? Is he even here? But yeah, so that was weird that I was able to. I'm assuming it was DLC because my gear, I wouldn't have been able to do it. There's no way. So the guy I was with, you know, he pretty much did all the work, and then I just assisted him with the puppet. I will say this though, without me, if it was some other low rank dude, we wouldn't have been able to complete it because I had a game-changing moment at the end, and I feel like that's why we actually were able to complete it. Oh, come on, get me out of there. Wow. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of DLC. I mean, a lot of the time, the consumer just gets suckered anyways. I almost want to say it's 100% of the time, but there is that 1% where it's like, they actually do get it right. I'm not dealing with that. Oh, of course he's gonna head over that way. And that is the guy in the corner cubicle that I was talking about. Guy number 2, we'll call him. Every single hunt. I don't think it happens that much in expeditions, but I promise you, investigations, 99.9 to the infinite % chance that it will happen. And the 2 worst ones being Basil Geese, or Beelzebub, and Deviho. As long as we stay clear, we should be fine. And what's the first thing he does? So another fun fact you don't care about, but I'm going to share anyways. When I first got the game, I didn't have internet, and when you don't have internet, you can't get updates. So the version of the game that I had, you could only mount, like, you know, get on the monster's back. I swear, it was like once every 5 to 10 minutes, and obviously with updates and stuff they've changed that, but that was another reason I added to the amount of time it took to hunt a monster, because I was over here, you know, smacking its legs with my insect glaive and then having my bug attack its face a bunch of times, but I was never able to knock it down, you know, once every 10 minutes maybe, to do, you know, real damage to it. But yeah, I'm glad that once, you know, I received a newer version of the game that they'd fixed that, because I had the, I think it's called Master Jumper? I don't know. Or Master Rider, or Beast Rider, or something like that. It's like a decoration, or whatever you want to call it, where it makes it easier to mount monsters. Oh, look at that, I got a gem just as a quest reward. It makes it easier to mount monsters, and it actually works now, and it didn't work before, and I was upset about that. Okay, moment of truth. Hey, look at that! Hey, I got a trophy! Okay, you can't see that notification, but you also get it right there, you know, miniature crown collector. Okay. So there might be something to that. That was my first attempt on the Puke Puke. Puke Puke. Puka Puka. And I got a miniature crown. And it was gold. So that further solidifies my argument that you can't get silver for miniature monsters, silver crowns. I'm happy about that. I am actually pretty happy. I still don't have high hopes, but I do have a new crown. I do have a new trophy. And I have... Well, she knows what I have. Where is it? Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it was that one. Alright, cool. So there was only 3 attempts. Alright, now we will... Or wait, did I eat before? Yeah, I ate before. So we'll keep everything the same. We will keep everything the same. Okay, pay with money. I do Lucky Cat. I don't think it activated last time either. It didn't this time. But you gotta keep that constant variable. Okay, that's what we're doing here. We're testing theories.
Take a bite.
Okay, do this one. Oh no, not that one. This one. Loading at the same camp, I guess you could try. I don't know. I have been loading in at camp 1 every single time. Okay, he's on my map this time. He might have been last time, I just wasn't paying attention, because I do that. But, okay, he's just meandering. So something that's equally as annoying, I would say, or is like strenuous in like receiving, are the stream stones, but specifically for the weapon that you want one for. And it always seems like the weapon that you use is the one you receive least often. Now they say the way to farm for the stream stones for augmenting equipment is to do... Oh, that would have been cool if I landed on it. Is to do tempered monsters with 2 or more, threat level 2 or higher. And I have had ones that have been threat level 3 with 5 rewards, and I haven't received it. So again, that might be true. It's just the rarity in which they pop is, you know, it's asking way too much of the game. It's like, you love our game so much. You know, it's like they've got these configuration, that's not the right word, but hypnotizing glasses on your face. What is this, Harry Potter? And, you know, they're just telling you you love our game so much. You have to kill so many monsters. You have to do so much. And then look at the game I love. I really like it. I really like your game. No, no. This is such a waste. This apothecary mantle only lasts for a little bit. Let me see if I can keep the timer, like... I don't know if that resets the timer. Oh god, here he comes. He's blocking my way. I'm gonna take the long cut. Ugh, of course. Yeah, at least the Anjanath is headed the other way and not towards the Puke Puke. Ugh, I need to remember next time after this to get more flash flies so I can avoid them. Although it did save me having to fight the enemies. I guess it's just bound to screw you somewhere. Somewhere. Where's my cat? He's dancing with the Lord. Ah, just kidding. That's the Lord I have now. It's the most helpful thing just because with the inside blade, you do a lot of stamina use. You use a lot of stamina. So, one of the beat drums is to reduce your stamina consumption. So you can do a bunch of aerial attacks without having to land. And you get to redirect your attacks and everything. It's pretty handy. Pretty handy. You also get a health boost, defense boost, attack boost. It's a really good loadout for your power if you don't want like if there's just a default that you want, that should be the default. Because the flash flies don't work for everybody. So that saves some time. Flash flies don't work for everybody. With the Molotovs, you know, some monsters are immune to fire. What else does he have? Nice. Also, for this run through, I have not been carving from the monsters. I don't know if that matters. I've tried it before, it didn't seem to matter, but, you know, we're testing stuff. So, gotta keep what's working, and, you know, keep what's not out of here, you know? Get rid of the non-essentials. I would carve that tail right now, but I don't need any more monster materials. The only thing I need are decorations, and I don't have enough tempered monster investigations to start running those back to back. And the one that I do have is a capture, and we know how that goes. We all know how that ends. Not well. Not to say it's hard by any means, it's just a little more tedious. That is a happy cat. Okay, I received a gem this time as a special reward. And I also got another decoration. But I did not receive a crown. Alright, I have one more attempt. So if you do want to follow the theory of high rank investigations with at least 1 silver and 1 gold, I can verify that I did receive a crown under those conditions. However, I don't really believe that it was because it was those conditions. But I can still be proven wrong. I have one more attempt at this Pookie. So I'll do the same thing I've been doing. Lucky liquor. Lucky cat. Lucky cat. Ugh, that's so lucky. I do have gourmet vouchers, but there's that optimist in me who feels like I want to keep playing this game. But I promise you, 480 hours will be my cutoff. I will not go past that. Okay, so failure conditions was the only different variable. 50 minutes was the time limit. There was no upsurge. What else is there? There's faint times, time limit, upsurge, and money payout, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I didn't get the flash flies. Should I do it now? Nope. Can't do it. Everything has to remain the same. If I go into the tent, it might change something. Who knows? That's what we're out here to figure out. But what am I doing? What on earth? What am I doing? I'm not going to be able to avoid him this time. So maybe the third time's the charm. But also, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a bad luck charm. Because now I have to face an Anjanath too. Oh, maybe he's just passing through. But then the Pookie is following him. Oh. Okay, cool. Oh, come on. Couldn't you just be under me for once? Hello. Another thing that would be useful... How did he... Ooh, my cat just ate that for me. Another thing that would be useful is... because obviously you can only use items and all that fancy stuff. One thing they should also allow you to do is to plug your ears. Like at least brace your ears. You can play the monster without the screen in the play. Let's get away from it. See, the Anjanath just had to come back. It's like, I got a feeling. Also, when these monsters get into their turf wars, if you leave the area, like the monsters lose sight of you, they stop fighting. It's like, oh, there's no point in putting on a shelf, there's nobody here to watch it. But then the monsters, when you get back into focus, they come after you, and then they gang up on you. Like a WWE wrestling match. But the best thing to do is to just get on this guy's back and wait for the Pookie to leave. So you just hang on. Yeah. This way, I'm not going to be able to get away. But I can try. I think my cat is still attacking. At least this is ready to use, so I can do some damage. He comes out swinging too. Make no mistake about it. Oh, I got lucky with that. Can we just get out of here already? We're trying to have a nice meal. We don't need set the table for 3. Set it for 2. I'm supposed to be the bully. Alright. Okay, we are running a spicy monster. Put this on. That thingy. Oh, what? Now the Pookie's gonna fight him? Enough though. Also, I don't think in all of my time playing, I've ever seen a monster slay another monster. Like, I know Pookie's not, like, flat, but the amount of damage that some of these monsters do to each other, like, I've seen it at, like, 1,204 or something. And, you know, that was after me just laying into the monster for the, you know, better half of 10 minutes already. But, yeah, it just, I think they just have their little flaws, and the numbers are just there so that you can be like, oh my god. But, in the end, it doesn't really phase me. I mean, it would be cool if that could happen. Alright, now it's time to go. Okay, let him go. Get out of here, you big douche. Oh, he is having a hard time. Or he's having a really good time dancing up there. So I just realized I didn't really give you much to go on with this insect blade, but the way it works is your insect, or your bug, in your arm, when he attacks certain parts of the monster, he extracts something. I don't know, it's just extract. He extracts extract. And depending on where you strike them, it'll be either red, white, or orange. So the red, I believe it's increased damage, but it also changes your attack. And the white is attack speed. I think it's movement speed altogether. And then the orange is increased defense. And then green obviously is healing. And not every single monster has a healing spot, but they all have one of the three colors. So that's how that works. And then you only get it for, you know, a predetermined amount of time, and then it runs out, and then you have to re-extract it. Re-extract the extract from the extract points on the monster. And yeah, that's how you sound smart. But yeah, at first I wasn't a big fan of having the bug glued to my arm the whole time, but once I sort of honed in on the insect glaive and like fine-tuned my skills with it and all that, and realized that you can also use the bug as a long-range attack, you know, it kind of makes it a really overall versatile tool if you're not sure. I mean, if your favorite weapon is kind of like, yeah, like the dual blades, they're good, but you can't go airborne, you know? So if a monster goes airborne, like a Rathalos or something, you know, you have to have flash flies, or wait for him to land before you can do anything else. Or obviously, slinger ammo. Alright, so I didn't get a gem this time. I did still get a decoration. Not that that matters, it's just me making an observation. No crown. Alright, what's left to try? High rank multiple monster hunt, and then my theory. We will save that one for last, because I have high hopes for it. It just seems like it would make sense if the guy in that corner cubicle really wasn't just being a dick. And he's like, yeah, if they could figure this out, they might be able to. Hold the phone. Just remembered. Gotta go in my tent. Yeah, let me see if I got this. Oh, I can't. Gosh darn it. Can't set decorations on the road, apparently. But I need flashlights. And I can get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm missing something else, too. Oh, a Far Cry. Or a Farcaster, that's what I'm saying. Alright. We are golden. Lucky Liquor. I just realized I'm taking a long way to get there. If I went one to the right instead of two to the left, or actually it's three to the left, I'd get there faster. The things you learn.
Are you okay?
What happened? See, if you follow the theory on like the top suggestions of hunting for or farming for crowns, this has a crown written all over it. You get 2 silver rewards, 2 gold rewards, time limit is shortened, feints is shortened, and flourishing mushrooms. So this is like screaming crown. But I have hunted my fair share of Kushalas, and not to say he's difficult by any means, but I don't know, maybe I'll try that. That might be, because right now I'm going to hunt the multiple monsters on high rank, and maybe I can try that one, the high rank with altered conditions, to see. What was it? It's down one. This one. No. That's a low rank. This one. High rank. Is that the only one I have? Raytheon. Ooh, but that has bronze in it. I think I'll do this one. Yeah, I only have these 2. So yeah, I'll do this one. Yeah, I'll do this one. There's so many variables to take into consideration, like frig. Because there's also like a set bonus, if you will, that increases your odds of quest rewards. You can find it in the Kieran set, I think, but there's also the, and this is for vanilla content obviously, but also for the Brigade, I think, or Commission, one of the two. But so the Kieran is the one I have, and that increases, it's called good rewards or something like that, or good luck, and it increases, or it says it has a good chance of increasing your rewards at the end of a quest. And then the other one, either the Commission or the Brigade, whichever, has great luck, and that one says it greatly increases your rewards, or it has increasing your rewards at the end of a quest. So that might also be a factor to take into consideration. you know, maybe if you run those things, it does whatever algorithms do, and it, you know, you have a better chance of rolling a monster that has a crown. But I do have, so with that same loadout where I have the Kieran, I also have the Legiana, and that one has great rewards for captures, but I hate doing captures, so I'm not going to really utilize that one as much. And that's why I need Blast, because Blast adds that extra 120 to an attack, and it just comes in handy, you know, getting that extra damage buffed out there. A lot of this is just monotonous. I mean, it's as close as you can get to beating a dead horse. Excuse the analogy, a little graphic, but it's just, unless you cycle through the weapons and you really get enjoyment out of that, the move sets are not very elaborate for each weapon type, so it's a lot of the same movements over and over and over again. So I do apologize, and obviously if you don't stick around for more than one hunt, I'm not gonna blame you. I mean, it's tedious enough doing, I can't imagine watching it. That's why I'm trying to provide as much input on the theories and stuff as I can, and, you know, kind of touching back on things to see if you skip ahead or if you pick it up at a different point or whatever the case. But yeah, it is a grueling process. There is no doubt about that. These flying guys, man. I could go for him. No. Actually, let me try that. I'm gonna try to do these guys in order, since he can't make up his mind on where he wants to go. Because the order they were laid out on the screen for the investigation was Jargus, Anjanath, and then Rathlos. So that's what I'm going to do. I didn't do that for the low rank. Again, not rolling low rank out at all for receiving crowns. It's just, it did not pop for me, and that was enough. Enough of that. One of these days, I'm going to get that. Just wait. Should I use the apothecary? I'll not. But again, going back to that little bit about, you know, you're not completely, if your life isn't consumed by trophies and achievements, there is almost limitless things to do in this game, minus the fact that you're not just saying actions over and over and hunting monsters and stuff, but you can customize your character, and there's so many different loadouts and stuff, like armor sets and everything, and different ways you can build them. I arguably want to say that there's unlimited different ways that you can build your character, which makes it kind of fun because you can pretty much become a badass. I know when I finally got my loadout for the Kushala hunt, let me tell you something. If you know the Monster Hunter world, but, you know, furthermore, if you don't, I don't know why you would be watching this, but, or why you would want to know this, Kushala Deora, alright? To me, he's like the pinnacle of the freaking monsters, and he's an elder. He's an elder dragon. But he is the only one where no matter how much windproof protection you have, or nullify windproof, you can even, which is his set bonus. I've had both windproof and all his set pieces equipped, and he still throws you around on a ragdoll. Granted, you can get close to him and he's like emitting the wind pressure from his spores or whatever it is. But yeah, you still nullifying all wind pressure is so vague in what it actually covers because it doesn't really nullify anything other than being affected by like a Halumu's wind attack when he like whistles or whatever it is. But yeah, Kushala Deora is like, he's like that trophy that you want to mount on the wall. You know, he's that difficult. I mean, out of all the elders and everything that, you know, constantly get SOS expired and people need help with, he is at the top. Like, he always comes up, even for DLC characters, because he is that difficult. But when I finally got the loadout where I just ran through him, I was proud of myself. You know, it was freaking awesome. It was like, yes, I've bested the best. I am the best of the best. I've bested the best. What? Oh, he's stuck in that. Oh my goodness. Come on, dude. Okay. Alright, we'll do it the old-fashions. Oh, we'll miss the first time. Alright, come here, big ugly. Okay, I missed. You didn't see that. I must have hit him. I didn't do any other damage to him, so I don't know. Gotta get up to a high point so he can knock me off. That was the whole point of this. Or so he can just... Oh no, now I see what it was. So we can include the Raytheon or the Raptors. Yep, that's why we came up here. Okay, here we go, turf war. See, the Anjanath is almost flat. $700 damage. That should be enough to do him. And he's still up. And at least he's living. Oh, there, I got him. So maybe it only does a fraction of what it says. Because 700 damage, if he was limping to come up here and he was almost flat, that should have done. But it saved me some time, because now I get to just go right from one to the next. Now I have my flash pods with me. Sharpen this bad boy real quick. So the first loadout that I got, where I thought I was just like the bee's knees, some shit, was I had full earplugs, so any monster that shrieked in your face, it didn't phase you, so you could continue to attack it and everything. And then it also had full tremor resistant, so I used that to hunt the Diablos. And what else did we have? Full health boost. I think there was one more thing I had. But yeah, when I had that one, I was like, ouch. I was like, yeah, I can get some quality playtime in here. Playtime here. Okay. Come over here. Oh, he's so cute. So if you had nullify wind pressure, that would have not phased you. Like that's as little as it really does. So when they like fly overhead and you duck down, like, oh, he's getting really close to my head, it avoids doing that. At least there's no other monsters on the map right now. That much I'm happy about. The top berry is cool. Knock yourself down and see if you stay down for it. You're just able to maneuver so well with this insect there. I don't know. To me, it just seems to be being more popular. I hate when he does this. Can't do it. It's too fast. Let me try something here. What does that take? Nope. He went down. Oh, too bad I used those falling rocks. Sit down. Probably should heal, but I'm gonna take something else into this. Okay, I can get on his back again. I do believe there still is a cooldown period, or you have to hit the pocket just right. But it still is really consistent with this guy. This is not fun. I don't know what other loadout I have set for this. Just start getting other ones set up. I mean, it wasn't long by any means. It's just it kind of was. Oh, brother. Give it a rest. Oh, here come the big bad monsters. I freak out. So yeah, almost 5 minutes per monster. It's not bad, you know. It's just, it could be better. Didn't get any gems. But 2 silver, 1 gold reward. High rank. No crown. So how long it took me? It was on my 9th try for the Pookie. And I've done 2 more plus the 1. I don't know, was that my first time doing that? Oh, God. What to do? Oh, what to do? Let's look for Rathalos. Oh, of course, Blast would only be 1 with him. Ugh. Dragon and Thunder. Anjanath, Water, Thunder, okay. And Jargus, it doesn't matter. Well, looks like I'm switching to Thunder. I'm gonna bring the Thunder. This one is my Kushala loadout. Let me tell you, I have whooped some Kushala ass with this loadout. Alright, everything looks good. I'm gonna go eat real quick and then go right back to it. Nope, not that way, this way. Okay, I'm ready. Okay? There must be something on my face. I don't know why she keeps asking that. It was this one. Yes, it was. It very much was. Alright, so I did 14 minutes on that one. Let's see if I can cut that time down now that I have thunder. A little lightning, a little thunder. A little lightning, no thunder. The Jargus I'm not worried about, obviously. He's the very first monster you encounter in the game, and then he just becomes like a plaything, like kind of like a stuffed animal at a certain point, and then you never really have to hunt him again, and then you forget about him, and then you're like, oh crap, I need materials from him, and then you go back to hunt him, and you don't get the materials that you need, so you gotta hunt him some more, and then you realize, oh crap, I need golden crowns for this guy, and then you gotta hunt him some more, and then, yeah. It's a vicious cycle. Are we gonna meet up in the same spot? Nope. That's better that I meet him in here anyways, because he always scares me out in this little hole. Oh my gosh. He was coming in for a hug. Oh, he's got me. Oh, we can't see what's happening. It's too gruesome. I barely made it out. I don't even need that extract. I know what I'm doing. Let's knock this guy down and get this show on the road. Yeah, so I've got everything on this freaking loadout. I've got Heartbreaker, I've got Slugger, which is ability to KO the monsters, like stun them. I've got Drain, and there's one more that I have. Weakness Exploit. Oh, there's more. I mean, this loadout, man, this is like my crowning jewel at this point. I mean, I almost take pride in helping people with Kushala now, even though I don't really enjoy the hunt, because I had to grind so hard to get gems from him for his equipment, like his gear, that it just burnt me out. But once I got this, because there was an event recently with the tempered Kushala, and brought my gear in there, and I wiped the floor with him. I was really impressed, and I did it by myself. No SOS flare required. Oh, you had to stop to think about something. How close are you gonna get? Oh, close enough to make me do that. There you go, got some poison in ya. Get that poison in ya. Just a little ride. Ooh, I almost got poison. There you go. Get that. Oh, that's right, I don't have a pop kit. It's a different frame of mind. Just make sure you're outside of that erosion. Do this real quick. Let's go to town. Oh, come on. Break that tail, maybe? Oh. Ooh, that's good. I need to put a sharpness sticker in. I'll let you get away just because I need to sharpen this. So if you are actually debating taking any advice or suggestions and gonna, you know, go for the hunt for the crowns to get the trophy, to platinum the game, or whatever your reasoning is behind it. I can't imagine it would be anything else, but there might be something I'm not aware of. The one helpful thing I can recommend is use sleep as your element. And I can actually, I'll maybe switch to that here in a second to show you why that is. But you get some extra time to attack the monster when he falls asleep. And you can do it multiple times in one hunt. So theoretically, you could get the monster to stay put. Dang, I missed him again. So yeah, sleep. You sleep, and then there's something called Mind's Eye. You can get it as a decoration. It is extremely rare. Just to give you an idea, it's melding points. for the Wyverian print, for the Wyverian ritual. And I think there's only 3 gems or decorations that are worth 124 points. But what it allows you to do is your weapon doesn't deflect. So like when it gets dull, when you hit like a part of the monster that isn't a weak point, it'll like make that ping noise and then bounce back. With Mind's Eye, it doesn't do that. So if you do that coupled with sleep as your element, you can do a good amount of damage in a short amount of time, because you can get the monster to fall asleep like 2 to 3 times in one area. And if you're lucky and deal enough damage, you're able to actually end it in that area. So where you first encounter the monster. Again, if you're lucky, you know. But it's also a useful tool when you get the turf wars, because you can always put the other, like, you can put one or the other monster to sleep, and then you can exit the area. But a lot of the times with that, the monster that falls asleep, the other monster, even though it might be attacking you, it decides, oh, this seems like a good time to attack this monster and wake it up. So that does happen a lot with that. But it's nice if you need to get away from the monster, because you just put him to sleep. If he came into your zone while you were trying to slay another monster and that monster left, and you need to escape to the other monster to go get the monster you were hunting. And do a lot at you there, but follow me, stick with me. You can put him to sleep, and then you can leave the area, and he won't know where you went when he wakes up, and you can just continue hunting the monster you were. Got it right in the butt. Oh, that should have got his tail. Gotta use all those. He's making this. He is dragging this out because he keeps leaving. They're only supposed to leave once, and that's to go and lay down. But I think now he's going to go and try and meet up with that Rathalos like he did last time. Because it's pre-programmed in this freaking investigation, I swear to God. The douche that sits in that corner cubicle. Guy number 2. Guy number 2 and guy number 1 definitely work together on this game to put in these crappy elements. Needle here. Get that juice in here. There it is. I didn't call it this time, but it was one hit. One freaking hit. And Rathalos did not come. Alright. Let's go get him then. Why would it tell me to go that way? Sometimes you just gotta let those scout flies go their own way, you know? Sometimes they just don't know what they're doing. Well, that's not how you want to start this. I have thunder though. I do have thunder, so that much is worth my time. He's being really salty Splatoon. poison me in the first attack. That's funny. Oh, and I ran out of my freaking extract. Gotta get that red stuff. That poison just lingers forever. Like, all he did was scratch me. Oh, come on, I didn't want to go on there yet. So another fun fact, if you didn't know about being on the monster's back, you can use your slinger. So if you get on his face and you aim, you can shoot your slinger ammo right from his face. So that's another way. Because I know, at least with dual blades, obviously I don't know for other weapons, but you can't, with dual blades, you can't do that spinning, moving attack where like you flip to one area on his back and you attack him the whole way by doing it. And that comes in handy when you actually do get on his back with weapons that don't allow you to attack and move at the same time. You can use your slinger ammo to deal some damage right in the face. I think this is just like an element to be like a wow factor. Oh wow, I just hit him with a waterfall. I don't think it does that with damage. If I saw correctly, it was like 153, and it falls like a lower minus to the earth. There we go. Got your tail. You ain't going nowhere, buddy. I am not letting you leave. Extract ran out. This is the jump attack you get when your extract is in, when you don't have the red stuff. You don't have the good stuff. The red Kool-Aid. You got the red Kool-Aid, you got your orange, and then you got the cherry blossom or something. That's the white. Red cherry, white cherry, I don't know. Frozen berry. Oh. Nope, don't carve. Oh well, whatever. Let's have it. I don't think I shaved much time off of that. So we'll see if my sleep loadout can do much better. And just to get a good gauge here, I've probably been at this for 3 or 4 hours now, and I've attained 1 single crown. Not a silver, no silver giant crowns, just 1 solitary single crown, and that was a miniature gold crown for the Pookie Pookie. So that's what you have to look forward to in doing this. And I'm testing theories as I go because I want to figure this out. So yeah, I only shaved 50 seconds off doing it that way. Come on, give me no crown. So at best, what I'm doing here is eliminating some of the suggestions that you might find online, and I didn't pay attention to the Pookie Pookie one. I know it was a 6-star high rank. I know it had 1 silver and 1 gold reward, and that was it. I don't know if it had altered conditions or not. I know the one I'm doing right now doesn't. I was going to change my loadout. Actually, here, let me show you what I got on this one. So handicraft, which is really weird considering my weapon dulled considerably fast. But here's handicraft. So extends the weapon sharpness gauge by 40. But then I also have Deora Flight, which is negates all wind pressure. You don't need to like go over the top with getting Windproof 5 and the Kushala. You just need 3 sets from his armor, or 3 pieces from his armor set, and you'll get it. You don't need all 5. I also have Soul of the Dragon, increased elemental damage for jumping attacks. Didn't need that. Attack boost, part breaker, critical eye. Don't need the resist. There's critical boost. So there's some that you only need 1 for, because the difference between getting a level 1 and a level 3 is only 10%. So that's how you capitalize on that stuff. The weakness exploit. This one is level 2 would probably be the best, but I mean level 1 at least it gives you something. And then stun power, I just found it didn't really do anything, and I have the impact mantle for this loadout, which increases your ability to stun monsters. And again, for the exhaust, you know, it didn't seem to work. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. And then the increased jumping attack power. And then here's the one I'm switching to. It looks a little fruity, but that's the price you pay when you don't use layered armor. So, Cure and Favor, high chance of increased capture rewards. And this one says good chance of increased quest rewards. So the other one I was referring to, the Commission or the Brigade, has a high chance of increased quest rewards, because this one is just for capturing monsters. But I have Sleep maxed out. Plus, I think the weapon I have is from the Kulf Tereth Siege, so it's a rare weapon, and it has sleep on it. So yeah, I draw 100% of the sleep out of my weapon that I currently have, and then I have the sleep maxed out, so the build-up maxes out. I only have 1 health boost on this, but Resuscitate is another must. This saves you so many times, and it's only a level 1. That's all it is, and you get that. I think it's just a single slot jewel or decoration, so it doesn't take up much space, but it is a lifesaver. Okay, come on now. But if you ever get to a point in the game where I was for a little bit, where you feel like you're just getting your ass handed to you on a silver platter, one of the highly sought after like set bonuses, I think it's a set bonus or like a decoration bonus, is Divine Blessing. And what that does is it has a predetermined chance to activate, and it like reduces the amount of damage received. And I think level 3 is the maximum, and it reduces damage taken by 60%. So I guess a lot of the people who get their thrills by hunting the tempered elder dragons and stuff like that always have that one equipped. Divine Blessing, and also Evade Window and Evade Extender. Alright, last try. So I've already hunted 8 monsters again, this time all high rank. That Pookie Pookie was my first low rank, or my first high rank after doing 8 low rank monsters. And now I've done 8 high rank monsters and I haven't received a single crown. Not even a silver or a gold miniature. I guess we're just gonna meet up here every single time. That's fine by me. Get him, cat. Oh, another thing that, I mean, sleep is just, look at this, he's already going to sleep. Sleep is just, like, it's gonna be your best friend. I mean, you might have a favorite, but going back to that whole Palca thing, if there's a default that you want, sleep needs to be it, because it allows you to escape monsters. I mean, look how many attacks I can get on this guy before he's fully with it again. He's gonna shake it off here in a second. There it goes. And the whole time I'm just mashing them up. Mashed potatoes. But if you need a default, sleep should be it. Because it's so useful. You can use it to escape monsters, you can use it when they fall asleep to sharpen their weapon, instead of having to chance getting attacked while doing it, or having to blind him, or while he's running away from you to a different area, potentially to a different monster. See, there he goes asleep again. Here's these little... See, I can take care of these guys now because he's sleeping, he's not going to go anywhere. I don't want that bone pile. What else can you use it for? To escape monsters, obviously, as I stated. You can also use it to place bomb barrels. So I know for a time there, when I was doing the cold pair off on Siege, I was running with 2 mega barrel bombs, and then enough stuff to make the maximum amount of mega bombs. So you could bring 2 mega barrel bombs, and then you could bring 2 large barrel bombs, plus the stuff to make them into mega barrel bombs, and then you could bring 5 large barrels, which you need to make large barrel bombs, which then you use to make mega barrel bombs, and then you can bring all the stuff to make, you know, all of that into mega barrel bombs. So in the end, you get to make 2 plus 2 plus 5, so you get 9 mega barrel bombs, and you have enough time to set quite a few down before the monster wakes up with the barrel bombs to deal, you know, massive amounts of damage. So a mega barrel bomb I think does 180, and if you do, you know, 5 of them, that's, what is that, 400, that's 900 more points of damage, you know, like that will mess someone up. And to improve your sleep furthermore, what I usually do is I'll attack the monster the first time around until he falls asleep with just my default sleep, and then I have the apothecary mantle, which improves your weapons like statuses, like your status buildups against the monsters. I couldn't get that far. So it increases the buildup rate so that you can make them fall asleep more in addition to what you already can do. It's just a nice attack. And if you're ever in a pinch, you just throw it on, get that puppy to fall asleep, and then you can sharpen your weapon and do whatever you gotta do. Consume some health. I might need to do here pretty soon. The only thing I hate about the engineer is how vicious his attacks look. Like, he looks so angry, it almost pisses me off. Like, what did I do to you? And with some monsters like that, you have enough time to attack them a few more times before they actually hit the hay. And then, as long as you don't hit them when they're fully asleep like that, you can attack them on the way down and then do that damage, and then just you can attack them all the way up. So they're enraged with all that fury. Oh, you're gonna kill the guy while he's sleeping? Look how angry that is. Oh my god. Who hurt him? Oh wow, I got lucky with that. What is happening? My guy is not jumping the way I want him to. Just want you to know that. Oh, come on. I should have known better. I know where he's going. The only downside to sleep is you can't really make it stronger, like the attacks. You can just do the barrel bomb trick and you know, get extra attacks in as they go down to go to sleep and wake up, but you can't actually deal massive, like crazy amounts of weapon damage. I suppose you could max out your attack, but that would take a pretty creative build. Because you can't. I'm using the sleep attack charm so that I would have as much space available to fill it with other stuff. Shut his fire down. Calico, could I please get my stamina decrease? Screw the poop around. I should have used the apothecary now. This is not going very well. I'm going to bed. Okay, he's almost flatlined, so I could probably... Let's see... There we go. I'm gonna hold off on the apothecary for the Rathalos. Hopefully I can attack his feet and do him dirty. I don't think so. We're not going to a new area. Get him, bug. Ooh, Where's that angry man? It's like Jeff on high. Oh, I thought I got him with that. Just the tail. Let's not. Let's just stay here. Well, for future reference, I will not be using this layout. Not because it's not practical, but because I'm trying to deal with my family as I can. And without my bomb barrels, I'm not utilizing this ability. Nope. Alright. You guys just stay over there. Okay, there's nothing to see here. I need to fast travel after this Got him. Ooh. Probably gonna go over 20 minutes with this one. Well, you guys have seen what I've tried so far, and then I might just tell you what I'm going to try and cut this stream a little short. Granted, it's a lot long, but I think that's the best, because I'm gonna be at a good stopping point after this. But, so, here's what's left to try, and here's what I've tried. I've tried low rank with silver or gold rewards. I've tried low rank capture with 2 silver and 2 gold rewards. And the other low rank was a multiple monster one with gold and silver rewards. I received a crown doing a high rank single monster with 1 silver and 1 gold reward as the only rewards. And then this whole time I've stayed at camp. I have not returned to HQ. I just read online that would increase your odds of receiving rounds. But I think in the end, all it does is make it faster to run through your investigations and after a swoop. I've done multiple monster high rank with gold and silver rewards. I've done single monster ranks, or high ranks with gold and silver rewards. And the 2 things left to try are, well, I suppose you could say 3, but 2 are kind of insane. Is gold, a high rank with gold and silver, but with also altered conditions. So feints, like reduced feints, reduced time limit, upsurge of materials, like gathering points and stuff, or maybe like increased payout does something too. But those are the 2 in 1, the 2 first is doing that with the altered conditions for single monsters and for solo monsters. And then the other thing, which I will divulge at the end of this, is what I was going to try, and maybe I will stream just one more time to get that, just to get it documented, is, I'll hold off on that one until I'm done. Nah, no, okay, so, as I was griping about guy number 2, you know, the douche in the corner cubicle, who's like, oh, I'm gonna get these guys, I'm gonna get them good. Every time you go to hunt a specific monster or monsters, and you encounter one that for whatever reason just seeks you out, no matter what you do, no matter how many times you run the quest, he always finds you. I truly believe the only reason for that to happen, if the guy wasn't being a dick who made that the case, is the monster is presenting itself because it's worth something. Whether you get a gem from it or you get crowns from it. I truly believe that is the kicker. Because logically there would be no other reason for it if it didn't stand for something. And obviously I know there's developers out there that just have filler like that, but if I were to try something, if I were to recommend you to try something, that would be it. When you go on an investigation for a specific monster, if you encounter a monster that seeks you out, like if there's a turf war for whatever reason, I would take the extra time to slay that monster that isn't part of the investigation, because there's a reason that it keeps presenting itself to you, if that makes sense. Because like, just for example, that Pookie one that I kept doing, the Anjanath was always lingering, like no matter what. They would always cross paths in that little freaking hallway, and I only prevented it like one time. But there's a reason, like there has to be a reason the Anjanath was always there and, you know, is like programmed to cross paths with you. And I honestly believe that's what it is. Those are your crown monsters. Those are your monsters that will give you the increased rewards because it's extra work that you're doing. You know, it's not part of the investigation, but the monster always seems to find its way to you. Another one is when I was hunting, what was it? It was the Deviho in the Elder Recess. I was doing an investigation, obviously trying to farm for crowns, and this is when it dawned on me, because I think I had 5 attempts at it, and I was trying to run them all back to back to back, but every single time the basil geese, or the Beetlejuice, found his way, like it's almost like it was scripted. Like they would always like run into each other. Like you do enough damage to the monster you're hunting, so he'll try to flee, but then he'll cross paths intentionally with this, you know, the Beetlejuice, and I'll say his name 3 times. But they always cross paths for that investigation, and it's like, why is that?